Hello everyone, welcome to Conceptual Learning. Today I'm going to talk about very important for undergraduate students and very good opportunity as well. That is Joint Masters Program by European Commission. So this is an opportunity when you have done with your bachelor's and either you are in the last semester of your bachelor's, you are eligible to apply for Erasmus Mundus Joint Masters Program. This program is very highly competitive among the Asian countries like Pakistan and India. Most of the students do apply at the last semester of their undergraduation. So let's talk about how you apply for this opportunity and what this opportunity offers you and what is the benefits and requirements for this master's program. Okay, so let's move on. So this is basically called as Erasmus Mundus Joint Master's Degree Program. Why this is called as a joint master's degree program? Because once you selected in this program, you are eligible to do your semesters in different countries of Europe and Schengen area. It depends upon two different programs. One is 1 year master's program, another is 2 years master's program. If you are in a 1 year master program, maybe you will do whole of your masters in one country, or maybe you can do your 2 semesters in different countries. Depends upon your program. Okay. If you are selected in 2 years master's program, then you may be able to do 4 semesters in different countries of Shenzhen area, or maybe you are allowed to do 1 semester, 1 year in one country and another year in another country. So it also depends upon the programs. So let's have a look what this Erasmus Mundus Joint Masters program offers you. What are the benefits? So the benefits of this program is that it gives you a travel flight tickets depends upon the ranking of your selection. It is not for all the students. It is for those who have higher ranks in the selection process. The Erasmus Mundus Joint Master's Degree Program may give fully funded like the travel allowance to them. Visa, obviously they give you visa support letter and they give you any support to get a visa. Okay, and a living allowance and a stipend that is around 1400 euro per month. Okay, what is the duration? As I told you already, it is going to be a 1 year, maybe a 2 year academic, two academic years. It depends upon the program and the field in which you are selected. Okay, what is the third one is type of degree, a joint degree or multiple degree. That is important. Joint degree is like when you are having only one degree in different institutes. Okay, the different institutes uh, will stamp on your degree that you have done your masters in that institute and in another institute as well. Multiple degrees are those degrees which you will get different degrees, more than one from different institutes. Okay, so it is a choice of selection, and it also depends upon the program in which you are selected. Okay, the fourth one is opening of applications. So every year, the October or January are the months in which they open their applications. I will let you know how do you apply, how do you search opportunities, which programs are there so that you are aware of that. And maybe in the upcoming years, you will be able to apply for this opportunity. Okay. Last one is eligibility. The eligibility is straightforward because it's a master's program. You have to do a bachelor's degree, or if you have not completed your bachelor's degree, then you must be in the last semester of your bachelor's degree. So it's highly recommended that you start applying when you are in the last semester of undergraduate studies. Okay, you have to show that you are in the last semester while applying in the application package and you are eligible to do so. Okay. So let's move on that how do you search for opportunities? Okay. Okay. So how do you search for these opportunities? That is a major question among the students that they do not know how to apply for this scholarship opportunity. So this is the link. Actually, I'm going to open this and I will show you how do you apply for this opportunity and how do you search it. Okay. But let's look into what this scholarship have for you. Okay. So there are different fields of studies are available. what fields and which backgrounds of students can apply for this scholarship opportunities. Number one is engineering. Okay, the engineering students can apply for this joint master's degree program. The art, chemistry students, economic sciences, education background, geosciences background, IT, history, life sciences students, medicine, physics, mathematics, and psychology. So, do you see how vast these number of fields are available for this joint master's degree program? Okay, and maybe they are going to, broaden the fields so everybody can apply for the joint master's degree program. Okay, now let's look how do you search actually by clicking in this link. Okay. Okay, so after clicking into that link, which I've already provided in the description, you can check it there, okay? So after opening that link, you will be here in this window. So here is every information available, okay, which I've already discussed with you, but maybe you can check it. This is known as Erasmus Mundus Joint Masters, okay? Okay, so why apply? You can read it. Okay, this is because highly competitive, wonderful, and good opportunity. Okay, so Masters offers travel, visa, and living allowance. Okay. Okay. So the master education is 1 to 2 academic years. Okay. And the type of degree awarded is joint degree, which means one single degree certificate issued on behalf of at least two higher education institutions. Okay. As I already mentioned you, there will be one degree, but there will be a acknowledgement from two different institutes. Okay. And another option is multiple degrees. It means at least two degree certificates issued by two higher education institutes. Okay, maybe it can be a more than two as well. But multiple degree mean not one degree. It is going to be a at least two degrees. Okay, so it depends upon the program, master's program, in which you are going to apply. Okay, so let's look who can apply, search and apply. Okay, so this is search the course catalog. We are going to this and we will check what offers, what master's program they offer. Okay, but let's look. In most cases, you should submit your application between October and January. Okay, as I mentioned you that in every year that they open application for different programs in October and January. Okay, and, and how do you apply? You will apply on the master's website. Okay, so each master's website has all the details, including about the course of study, list of participating universities, and the entry requirements, and all the steps of application process with and without scholarship. Of course, there are number of seats which are self-funded. Those who do not want scholarships, they are also applying for this master's program. Okay, so the last one is what do you need? What you need is like, okay, so you must have a bachelor's degree as a eligibility criteria. You must have a bachelor's degree. You completed your undergraduate, and then you are going to apply for this master's program, or either you are in the last year of bachelor studies. Okay, so these are the mandatory requirements in order to apply for this scholarship. And you can check others. How many number of students? 50,000 students have taken part since 2004. Okay, so these are for scholarships. Okay, so there are some instructions and other funding available and so on. So let's go to the course catalog here. Okay, I want to show you something. Once you will click it, then you will be able to see different programs. Okay, so this is a reference master's program. Oh yeah, here. Now you can check it here. There are different master's program in different fields. For suppose this is Emerald Master in Geosources Engineering. Okay, and this is MSc in Smart Cities and Communities. So there are different websites. Once you will click it, you can apply in that particular website of that program. Okay. If you want a particular background like engineering, for suppose, you go to the field of study option here and then see there are different field of studies: chemistry, economic sciences, education, which I mentioned you, and these are different categories. Okay, so this one is information science and engineering. Once you click it and then you can search it here, okay, then it will provide you the opportunity master's program in information technology and engineering background students. Okay, so now let's look what programs we have. Masters in Geosources Engineering, Smart Cities and Communities, industry and in microwave electronics and photonics. Okay, multi-phase systems for sustainable energy. So these are different websites available for this particular master's program. Once you click it here, then you will apply it. Now I am going to tell you what documents these scholarships are looking for. Okay, what are the mandatory documents that you should work on in order to get selected? Okay, let's look at those important documents. Okay, so the most important is how do you apply? Okay, which documents are mandatory and how do you prepare them? Okay, so the selection depends upon the number of documents. The number one document is your CV or resume. Okay, so you have to prepare up to date latest CV. Okay, and for your CV, you need to prepare on Europass format. And how do you create your CV on Europass format? I have already made a video on which I have explained each aspect of this Europass format CV. How do you prepare it? How do you select the template? And what should you include in your CV? Okay, this is very important because if your CV is not good, then there are less chances for your selection. So I would recommend you to go to my video and watch it. How do you create your CV or craft your CV in Europass format? So the Europass format is basically most uh, accepted format throughout the Europe. Okay, so these scholarships, these master's program are in European countries. So I would recommend you to prepare your CV in Europass format to have a good impact on the selectors. Okay. The second thing is motivation letter. This is again another important document that is required by the selectors. Okay, this document, this letter contains that what motivation do you have to join that master's program. It contains your little bit background, your introductions, what you are currently doing, and what is your motivation and why you are interested in that particular master's program in which you have submitted you are going to submit your application. So this motivation letter plays a very important role. And I have already made a video how to write the best motivation letter. So I would recommend you again to watch these two videos about the CV and the motivation letter in order to increase chances for your selection. Okay. I would recommend not to submit general motivation letter for every master's program. Okay. If you will watch my video, I have already explained each thing which you include in a motivation letter in a better format. Okay. But for here, I'm just telling all those who have not watched my video that please do not submit the general motivation letter for every master's program you are applying for. Okay. This is the biggest mistake. Do not do this. Okay. For every master's program, you have to rewrite your master's program, your motivation letter. Okay. Okay. So now third one is recommendation letters. Okay. These recommendation letters are required by the selectors committee. Sometimes it is required only one recommendation letter, sometimes two, sometimes three. Okay. So I would recommend you to ask from your professors, your colleagues in which you are working with them to write a recommendation letter for you. Okay. This is important and mandatory document for the master's program. Please prepare these recommendation letters in a good way. Do not include a lot of things which is irregular, I mean, which are not significant. Please include those which reflect your personality. Okay, be simple because here in Europe, most of the professors, selectors do not understand English very well. It's not their mother tongue. Do not use a very harsh or very complicated words to impress them. Just write a simple recommendation letters and get a signature from your professors. That is highly recommended to you. Okay, so please write a best recommendation letter so that you have a good chances for the selection. And fourth one is academic records. Of course, this is mandatory. You have to submit your matriculate, intermediate, bachelor's transcript, and the degree. But if you have not completed your bachelor's yet, still you are eligible if you are in the last semester of your undergraduate. So what you have to do is that you have to submit all the transcripts of the 7 semesters, okay, in a one PDF file, and then you have to submit the intermediate and the metric transcript and the degree as well. Okay, the certificate. So these documents are basically required and mandatory documents. Okay. Other documents like professional experiences or any internships or certifications or any curricular activities, social activities, you have any debate competitions or whatever, these are the extra plus points. If you include them, you have a better chances for your selection. So I would recommend you to include those if you have. Otherwise, it is not mandatory. The mandatory documents are only CV, motivation letter, recommendation letter, and academic records. Okay. But these documents are highly encouraged as well. So if you are having these documents, please do submit with your application package. Okay. So these documents are optional, but plus points. It have higher significance. Another question is IELTS or English language test requirements. As I told you, in European countries, they do not have their mother tongue as English, so they are not asking for you the IELTS or the TOEFL. Okay, English proficiency certificate from your university is sufficient for them. Okay, you tell them in that English proficiency certificate that you have studied your bachelor's in English as a medium of language. Of course, as we do in Pakistan or India, that you conduct your exams in English, you write in English, you make a presentations in English. So it is okay for you to provide English proficiency certificate. Okay, so these are the documents which are required for the master's program. Please look into these documents and prepare documents very well. I will provide the link for how to write the CV in Europass format and how to write a motivation letter. Okay, which I've already made a videos on this. So this is the for master's program in European Union. And if you have any question, you can contact me as always. Thanks. Bye.